Welcome back, everybody.
There we go. Now we got it.
Welcome back to the TI7 Hot Hub. Stupid
Time
name.
machine.
Time machine.
Time machine.
That was a
Time
perfect intro.
machine.
TI machine.
You know,
Oh god, we actually messed it up. Is it TI? It's TI machine or
It's
time
TI
It's
machine.
TI machine.
Okay.
Hot Hub TI machine.
Okay.
you know
I
what
thought
would
we
have
had
been
it.
better is to cast this out of a DeLorean.
Oh yeah.
Then it would have been really meme-worthy.
You could just call it Time machine.
Can BTS afford a DeLorean?
Oh,
I think they're actually quite expensive now because of just
The
Back
pop
to the
culture around
Future.
it. Yeah.
yeah. So affording a DeLorean would be difficult.
I'm liking.
And we'll get the TI capacitor.
I like
Pumps hopes and dreams in.
that. I like that. It's a picture of an Aegis as opposed to like that weird Y-shaped thing.
And every player that got kicked from a TI team will be coming out the exhaust pipe.
One way to do it.
At UI's face. Ah!
He won a TI. You know, he can't be too upset. Still won one.
True. Very, very true. It's hard to think how we felt on that one, though. Like, it's like, you won a TI. By the way,
Bye-bye.
hero to...
Yeah.
Anyway, game. Draft time. We're going into
wow,
that.
that's fast
Danish
picks.
Bears going against Team Singularity. I think
Okay.
by game 3 we'd know what's going to happen, and it's a puck. AA ban again in the first phase by Danish Bears against the Nixon SK ban by Team Singularity.
Banning the Knicks this time. Enough of that. Sit mid, spam impale mana burn shenanigans.
But now Danish Bears get their mid they always like, their SF, and Team Singularity get the more active roaming support, which is going to be the Night Stalker to combo with their Queen of Pain.
Oh, they banned the Veno.
Oh, what a shame!
You guys had enough Inno games?
Yes.
I think it's been in like
Almost.
75% of the games.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
We've had like a 25% in SCA maybe.
Oh.
Probably less than that.
It's, at least in the games I've cast, it's 100% ban or pick rate. And
Dang.
like I guess 80% pick rate for the games I cast.
We've
Yeah.
had fun heroes. We've had Bloodseekers, PAs,
I know. I've been seeing those. And
Fanatics playing like the old MVP, like just diving towers, killing people.
Isn't
only-
that fantastic for you, gods?
Yeah, SCA does
You
be
feel
great.
really
I mean,
fantastic
to be
about
fair,
that.
Secret was doing some exotic stuff as well with that like Yapzor Zeus and whatnot, but that's just Secret. The rest of EU has been pretty vanilla so
I
far.
didn't get to cast that
I
game,
know.
so it doesn't really matter. No. The Huskar game. which
That's
was
right,
also
yeah.
terrible. So Singularity are now going to be the ones to run the Jakiro. He's appearing in 3 out of 3 games, but this is the first time Singularity will get their hands on him.
Is this saying Danish Bears have been doing the clock SF?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes. Usually they get Nicks.
But I mean, like the clock
The
SF, you get the free
souls.
souls, like that. That was
Yeah.
kind of more.
They,
what I was
they haven't
referring
picked them that much SF though.
Okay.
Just a couple of times.
It's just one of those heroes they like to turn to. When it's-
Scaling mid.
to. Definitely, I've
Yeah.
seen 747 play a lot of it. Like even just in pubs, it's one of his go-tos. So
Well, they banned the draw, so there's no easy buff combination with him as well. But the Earthshaker from Singularity, good instant lockdown stun. And this should actually be a 3-position Earthshaker.
yep, most likely.
Uh,
So Danish Bears looking for their safe laner and probably off laner.
well, Legion Commander's still in the pool.
That's been a go-to.
Don't know if they won it just as much in this game as they won it in the last game.
I don't think so.
And team fight control. Faceless Void will offer that in droves.
That's a scary hero to deal with. Chronosphere, Global Silence, another big team fight coming in.
Just
They
thinking
don't have that
when-
much damage though.
in Danish Bears.
Yep.
Well, they've still got their 1 position to fill.
Not many ones necessarily synergize with the
Synergize
chrono, yeah.
Just Gyro maybe.
What?
Who
Oh,
else?
well, I mean, for early chronos, I think it's more of a concern for Danish Bears to find late game damage. You have SF.
Flat Cannon's great.
Yeah, but you need a target to hit first before the rest of the bullets can spread.
Usually they're the target. There has to be like, yeah. He'll be fine.
Troll wouldn't be too bad.
Works well with the SF and Silencer. Okay with that.
Ace definitely plays a lot of weird, funky heroes. So he's been a bit of a Dota hipster.
Oh, Luna's good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As long as she got the Dragonlance. Her attack range around Chronosphere is normally
Just
ass.
go to Scepter build.
Yeah,
True.
You're definitely
True.
thinking more like spell team fight oriented stuff, Merlini, for combination with this chrono.
There's, I think Razor's like the most common one that I see with Void.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Aside from that, I don't know. There's not that many like super long range position ones that you see.
Could also just use like the chrono as control, and then the carry just goes on other targets. Like a lot of teams used to do Sven with Void, where like Void would just
that's
like
right.
lock down heroes. Sven would then jump past. If he can hit heroes in the chrono on the edge, fine. If not, he just goes for other heroes.
That would be okay if they didn't have the silencer, because it seems to me that the silencer is like, okay, I'll handle everyone else that you don't chrono, and the people who you do chrono we're going to kill.
I'd also be worried the jungle's going to get very crowded with both an SF and Sven contesting for the farm there.
Yeah, seems kind of greedy.
Yeah.
Ursa then, I guess, is a similar idea but less greedy.
Ursa clock you.
Yeah. And Faceless Void is still iffy. Well, you've already got enough that you can help take out Roshan.
Get some PA. That's been the QO who I keep seeing. PA clock's good. You lock him in, you blink strike in.
Wrong region.
Yeah, probably.
She can't really deal with Queen of Pain, though.
Ace does like used to play a lot of PA back in the old like Imperial days, Cloud9 days.
If we want to go real European region, it's going to be a Silencer core.
Yeah. Mag could be Void could be a core. I was talking. They could pick a Mag Void. Get a Magnus, empower the Void.
It's true. They
I'm
could.
down with that.
Yeah, they're banning offlaners actually, so
Yeah.
maybe that is where they're headed.
Hmm.
Offlaners that can dump damage in a Chronosphere then.
But Singularity, we're also not certain about that. Like, they went down to 6 seconds of reserve time trying to work out what their last ban was. The Batrider Blink initiation. I suppose, like, right now they're only... they got initiation from Faces Void and Clockwork. They've still got more than enough.
They could actually just pick Sky.
Skywrath Mage
Yeah,
for
it's the
Danish
clock
Bears.
off. Faces Void. I think Sky's actually pretty good here.
You
Good versus
really
Queen.
do want the meta to go to TI4 again, don't you?
Eh.
Actually, was that TI4 or TI3?
Oh, it's TI4.
It was 4? Skywrath Mage and Void. was
TI3 was the Wisp Chen.
What was Morphling spec?
That was 2.
That
That
was
was
2.
2. And Tiny and IO and stuff like that.
It was more like the hard carry meta. for
Anti-mage.
sure. Yeah, it was
Anti-mage
always
morph.
anti-mage morph, and then Lycan was OP but always banned. A lot of hard carry. It was just Ehun doing the IO
Pudge
Tiny.
and Gyrocopter. The Pudge and Chen combination.
Oh yeah, some good old days.
Yeah, back when Dota was fun.
When everyone played 4 Protect 1,
Yep,
so it was fun. Okay.
it really wasn't fun.
Ah,
But we
it's-
had
it's
these
good.
wonderful long games.
Had some classics.
Now when you get wonderful long games, it's just bloodbaths. Because everyone has to keep fighting.
It's true.
No lone druid.
That's always been a Singularity kind of comfort pick. Even the old alternate attacks used to love playing their Lone Druid.
Yeah, and right now Danish Bears have pretty garbage anti-push.
Oh, yeah, they actually have nothing really to push waves. Darkseer, so there's some wave push. Oh, I like the Darkseer Void. This used to make up for Void's inability in like his early game Chronos to dish out damage. You put an Iron Shell on him, he's actually a whole lot scarier.
Really good harassment to work with the Clockwork as well. If you can lock someone inside those cogs, there's no easy way to get out of the Clockwork cogs at the moment. So you take Battery Assault plus Iron Shell burn damage.
They need something super hard to carry.
I like something like a Terror Blade, maybe? Some push or carry.
It's hard you're against the Darkseer, so
okay.
Troll.
Yeah, that's true.
No real other heroes to benefit from the
Battle
ultimate,
Trance, yeah.
which is normally something you do see with the Troll.
I guess in theory, Night Stalker can afford to play a little bit more aggressively, because, I mean, deals a fair amount of damage even at early stages of the game without any items, but no real traditional, like, cores to synergize with it.
So we were all wrong last time.
Yes.
What are we all going to be wrong about this time?
I like Danish Bears. Team fight, strong lanes, SF with free souls early on.
Man,
I'm thinking Danish Bears.
but I like Danish Bears also.
Let's hope Ben doesn't then.
I'll go with Singularity.
Okay.
Phew. Okay, we're safe.
I like Danish Bears lineup more, but I think
Saving us though.
I think Singularity have a lineup that suits them better because it's like last game with the tree, it's just like they just don't practice tree that much, or they just don't
Yeah.
play it that much. Night Stalker I've seen them do well with before, and Queen of Pain is kind of similar to Puck. Kind of.
I am actually kind of with Ben on this one. I actually think Danish Bears have the better draft, but Singularity have a draft which is going to work to their strengths.
It's like
So-
you guys are the towers here. Who
Oh,
has
they've
won?
been running that for a while.
Aww.
Ben is the winner.
Ben is higher level.
Woo!
MYM Merlini.
They don't. One dude doesn't even have a
MYM's
compendium.
dirty money that they stole.
Where
at
am I, what's
TI1.
my level?
Wait, you don't have one, man.
That's disappointing.
Get on our levels.
Oh.
Ah. All right. Well, I suppose I should probably observe. The gamers will go into it now. And here they go. Abuse time. Watch the souls.
I've been seeing this more and more where they like play very aggressively at level 1 when you see a clock SF. They like run into the opponent's bounty rune, or they like gank the SF early on and just remove all his souls. So I don't know if they're gonna do either. I don't see any more smokes on them, so it seems unlikely.
Yeah, I'm actually so triggered by this that I need to change this. Just because it's not what I'm used to.
Nisha's there at the top rune. I don't know if they're all gonna go.
There we go.
Where's his
Yay!
team? He's telling his team, WTF, let's go over here.
Hester Joe's busy. They can contest it. SF takes too long to get out when you do the cog block. And they're going again. He's up to 13 souls now. So he doesn't get to max souls, but 45 plus 31.
Okay, they're just actually going to ditch the rune. It's a pretty good move, too.
Hester Joe can't contest the other one either.
So 3 runes in exchange for a lot of souls.
Oh, until Neuer. Nope, he can't stop it.
You can't kill a Night Stalker at level
So
1 like that.
So the 13 souls plus 31 damage, or 26 damage, I guess, is the bonus from the souls. It seems like a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if they're not putting any pressure on the mid lane. Neuer's still going to start on the mid lane.
Especially since the first bounty runes are just ass these days.
Yeah, this is the problem with Shaker being in the off lane. You eliminate the threat of like these fissure things, and so all of your lanes can afford to play more aggressively because you know where the Shaker's going to be.
Did they actually patch out the Fisher block pull?
No, you can still do it on Radiant. You can still pull it to that secondary jungle. But if
we're
you're
talking about like
yeah,
this block
exactly.
into like that pull up.
Yep.
Okay. Wondering why he doesn't do it then.
Yeah, that's true, but I guess he knew that he would be laning up against a solo void, might as well guarantee some experience until the enemy silencer decides to show up and start zoning you.
I'm wondering too if this mid lane has the same amount of potency. Obviously 747 has got so much damage right now, but they're going to be splitting the levels between the two, and the presence from Clockwork appears to be a lot weaker than that of the Nyx Assassin.
And they're like 1,000 Radiant creeps over here.
No razors yet to flash farm him. It's going to be right on top of all the hits. Okay, well that's one way to keep him there and force a blink away. Oh, there's so much CS for 747 if you can get on top of it all.
Yeah, unfortunately the numbers are inflated. He doesn't actually have 17.
They bring in friends. Cogs are up, but no Night Stalker, as well as Jakiro, working together to try and go on the Clockwork, but Silencer comes over as well. A quick Arcane Curse. Night Stalker, the battery assault's causing problems. Dual Breath, catching all 3 heroes as they Radiant side back up to the Dire Shrine and then run back out into the lanes. But this Jakiro needs a TP. He's got the mana for it. Bounty Rune Steal, not even able to get that. And there's your TP out to safety. So 11-18 versus an 8-3.
Uh-oh, who's going to get the bounty?
Get score.
Night Stalker. At the same time, battery, battery, battery. Now Arcane. And the harassment damage into a Night Stalker. We haven't had first blood yet, but this may be a +2 plus the first blood. Rise will take it. And Night Stalker is a little bit dumber.
That Arcane Rune was super value that Clockwork got. I don't know if he had the mana for a battery assault otherwise.
45 and 30.
Wow, Klopp's still doing very well in the mid lane.
10-4 to 14-22. Yeah.
Yeah, that's... He started off with, what, 15, 16 denies or something like that?
Yeah, I think that double wave initially really kind of inadvertently screwed the Shadow Fiend. Because he could not CS that effectively under the tower.
Even with all that damage he had.
Yeah, because you, in like a whole bunch of creeps like that, Raze is your best insurance, and he just was not there yet. And Patos, meanwhile, did do that offlane pull, so he's getting quite a bit of experience on this Earthshaker.
Yeah. Still a little bit behind the CS of Faceless Void, but this continuous totem into damage on Ace is not really allowing Ace to know what he wants to time walk out of this.
Oh yeah, Earthshaker on one-on-one is sick. That hero is really good at one-on-ones against melee heroes.
Oh, he does not see that Night Stalker.
I don't think they should have given the Earthshaker free lane, actually.
No. Silencer should have stayed here for at least until level 2.
Yeah, he's much bigger than he should be.
But they try to rotate in to protect 747's lane.
Yep. Well, the thing is, they don't need the clockwork. I think they actually need more levels on the Shadow Fiend. Like, once you get level 5, Shadow Fiend can actually handle it on his own without the souls at the start.
Assuming that nighttime Night Stalker won't be an issue.
Yeah.
It's nighttime, and he has an invis rune.
Yeah, but Clockwork is just staying bodyguard here.
If he actually really wants to be a pain in the butt, this is the direction to go. Interrupt the Darkseer while he's flash farming. The fact that Darkseer is also not showing on the lane has to be some kind of indication. But they really want to find this kill on mid. It's 2-point Shadow Strike and only 1 point up in Screams. There's not a lot of damage to come from it. Shadow Strike will connect, and now with the Void, 747, the cold block from Neuer creates space, but that's a level 2 Shadow Strike. He's got a salve available as well, already used the stick, and a Fairy Fire. The damage, the last tick won't be enough. He only goes down to 40 HP.
Already back in the lane.
And then straight back into the fight. Nisha blinks out. Ice Path plus Dual Breath connects on the Clockwork. Nice little quick Void and the Shadow Strike. This time someone will die. The Clockwork ticking down. The curse is on the Night Stalker. He has to run away from this one. He'll go down. And the Shadow Strike, 28.
Deny me.
Oh, no, too early! Whoops. Sorry. But Quap gets the kill. Triggers the Shrine, and they'll come back towards the mid. And that's just before they get the bottle out as well. So good for the Queen of Pain, 26-29 versus the 22-8.
They might go for a kill right now.
Well, blink straight forward. Quick Shadow Strike and Scream. Rise is still here. Ice Path is doing the work, but the Dual Breath 747. The stick charges keep him alive just long enough to kill off the Queen of Pain. But this is really turning into a try versus try lane in mid lane.
Rise is so much extra damage off these early glaives. He's hurting a lot harder than a support silencer should be, so maybe it was in his best interest to roam around. Even if Shaker is managing to find farm, your Void is still free farming, keeping up the pace with the Troll Warlord pretty well, and Earthshaker hasn't done anything with this Fissure. I don't think he's used Fissure on any other heroes besides Void.
He's actually fallen behind as well. Like, he's doing the Fissure block at the moment.
I don't think he needs to go for the pull. There's so many heroes showing him mid that he can just one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think he dumpsters Void
Yeah.
in one-on-one.
Although he is maxing Aftershock.
Okay. So more team fight.
1-1-1.
Uh-oh.
Queen of Pain, goodbye. And also goodbye, Jakiro. Clockwork not even level 6. And a regeneration rune. Nothing much more than that. But it was enough.
Free game for SF. And Troll, we haven't even talked about at all.
He's number 1 in net worth.
He actually had even a more free game because there wasn't anyone in his lane.
Didn't even take Battle Trance at 6. Not that
I've
there's
been seeing
anyone on
that
his team.
a lot more,
Yeah?
actually. I think 747, he got at level 9 yesterday.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I feel like you miss out on so much early pushing power.
Well, is there anyone else really from his team that benefits from it?
That's probably another reason why he skipped it.
Partos trying to jump in behind. This will allow them to catch off the Faceless Void. They're worried about both Chrono and Time Walk. They need to chain the stuns and 1 point up in Crippling Fear. Ice Path as well. He doesn't have enough life to survive, even with the 1 charges, to get either Chrono or Time Walk off.
That was beautiful. I mean, there's no way a Void would expect that. Obviously, Shaker has the edge in the 1v1, as Merlini said, and so, yeah, you're farming this range creep, you're not going to do anything. I mean, suddenly Echo Slam, instant cast, don't have to worry about the Fissure cast animation, and Crippling Fear to follow it up. You definitely needed all 3 heroes to be there, but that's why they brought them.
Where was the treads?
You know what's happening here. 4-man smoke up. Feels like the same time as Singularity used to go for this. They pick up the rune. It's out of range of any of the Observer Wards of Radiant side. But Queen of Pain, how quick can she react? Not quick enough. She was in mid-animation to blink. With the Chronosphere controls. And Nisha will fall once more. 3 deaths for this Queen of Pain. Half of them of what Singularity have given so far. Meanwhile, Troll continues to farm.
It's absolutely worth the chrono. What level is Silencer right now?
Silencer sitting at 4.
It's pretty damn good. 12 int.
It's actually stolen 12. Alright.
Well, they might be going for a kill on Patos. I think
They
somehow catch him on battery.
He just moved back up towards
There's no
the
hook
wave.
shot, there's no chrono. This seems a little bit optimistic. His team is all ready to rotate, I would think.
You got Perma Bash, 4 points up in time lock.
True.
Now they actually give the mid lane towards Rise.
It's ridiculous that he can stand toe-to-toe against the Queen of Pain.
Well, it's because Queen of Pain is still worried about any other supports rotating in.
Yeah.
Like, even with the Observer Ward sitting in the lane.
So when does Troll get involved?
Would it be... Well, he's going... Well, actually, he was going for the Mask of Madness. Now he's switched himself to Vlad's. So maybe Roshan is our next point. Blink. Shadow Strike. They need to slow him down. Sonic Wave is available, and they'll have to commit it to kill off 747. Faces Void. No chrono for 10 more seconds-ish. So he'll leap forward with a time dilation. Nisa can't blink away from this one. Even with raindrops, he's dead. They'll get the trade-off mid for mid. And now you can go for the Chronosphere. They're almost close by. Rise wants more intelligence. He wants them to be dumber. And the Night Stalker is already pretty dumb with 2 deaths. The Echo Slam, but the Chronosphere catching out 2. The Iron Shell burn damage. He put it on the Clockworks. Now Clockwork can move in closer. Look for another kill. It'll just be the Earthshaker they'll find. Hester Joe with a double kill thanks to the Iron Shells.
And now Troll is like, hey guys,
this is not where he wants to be. A quick run forward, battery assault, stun him up, and then lock him in position. It's going to be a triple kill for Hester. No, Noya will take it. Night Stalker also coming in, but just silence up, cursed up. But they'll leave 18. Really, Valve, please give us in this game. I want to see how much intel is gone. Like, can you work? We've got mathematician Malini next to us.
I don't memorize every hero's base intel. That would be really hard.
Like, Troll Warlord that is not probably the bigger victim, but it's the 4 deaths of the Queen of Pain, now down to 614 mana pool.
Well, Troll Warlord does have the worst int gain in the game, though.
Yeah.
So every
That's
level
does he?
counts.
That's what I'm thinking, like, 9
I thought it was PA.
And PA got buffed.
Oh.
Troll is 1 per level, I
Ew.
believe. Yep. And this wasn't the problem last game, was it not? Where Troll Warlord, or aka the 1 position of Singularity, was just like, you guys have things under control. Things might be spiraling, but, you know, I'll get an item. I'll show up eventually. Might be too little too late yet again.
Silencer is so much int. Oh my god.
Yeah. I was skeptical about Ryze's positioning early on, but he is crushing it right now.
18 stolen intel. It appears most of it's coming out of the Night Stalker. Whoop, hello top lane. As Jakiro burning up. Silencer not involved in this one. Shame. No +2s from that front, but Chronosphere on cooldown. Time Walk is available. So even if they initiate on Ace, he has a way out of this.
And they have Global up and running too now.
Yeah.
I think Quap's just gonna be food. She has. Look at her items.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good double null tally, but I only love it.
I like it like 2 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and Troll does go back for the Mask of Madness. He had Vlad's queued up briefly, but...
And yeah, she finished it again.
Screw his team.
Well, that's what he's been saying for the first 12 minutes anyway.
Maybe we're watching 4 Protect 5 at the moment.
I mean, he's pretty well protected, but he's not topping net worth anymore because Shadow Fiend is...
Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
He has a Dragonlance now completed. They've been stacking the jungle for him as well, so 747's had a really good time in the lane, plus the farm that comes from the jungle.
What does Shaker have right now? Or rather, how much gold away from a blink is he?
He is very far away.
Oh, jeez. Tranquil Soul Ring.
Yeah, life does not look good for the...
Whoa, Jakiro. You done.
Actually committed Chronosphere to get that kill too.
That's fine. You still have Global. Void can do whatever he wants now.
Faces Void's going to deny the tower. At the same time, they'll take the mid tower. Nikwa behind it. Oh yeah, she gets a denial off, but the hook shot forward. And Global Silence, they hook, they push him back. And, well, not enough time to blink. The silence was just wearing off.
That's when you hit him with the worth question mark.
Earthshaker. Earthshaker. Rise going to find him. I don't know if they can reach him really, though. He'll get back into safety after fissure blocking. Not completely, but just a little bit of the ramp. And Ace is looking for his own tier 1 tower.
They have such a problem getting Exotic Deer involved in these fights. Like, Faces Void has chronoed, what, 3 heroes? Or 3 times so far?
Yeah.
I think. And Troll, I don't think I've seen him hit a hero.
No.
This game.
And he had opportunities also. Like, especially when you have a Night Stalker on your team, you are, like, one of the biggest issues with Troll early on is, like, okay, you don't have, like, a Sage and Yasha for move speed, or you may be having trouble kiting people, or being kited because, you know, your ranged axes don't have enough slow. But when you have a Night Stalker on your team, a lot of those issues are solved. But Exotic Deer just has not been showing up to anything yet.
And he didn't take down the T1.
Right, also true. Because there was a lot of pressure placed on the mid lane, like, all game long. Darkseer hasn't even hit a creep in the bot lane for, like, ages. But, I mean, they have finally taken the tier 1 in the bot lane, but it should have come a lot sooner.
That was at the cost of Jakiro's life, and
right.
I believe it got denied, too.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It was.
Goldly, surprisingly, not that far ahead for Danish Bears.
3K when you're 13-4.
What's the experience lead, though?
About roughly the same. Roughly. But I still don't know, like how you're meant to calculate it when you lose your intelligence as well. Like, how do you
That's true.
calculate that into it? Like, you have such a great early start. And we talked about that as well with Singularity, how their starts were always a little bit shaky. And then you get punished this way. Global Silence is almost about to come back off cooldown.
They don't have that overwhelming team fight, though, this game, to, I think, bring them back. Maybe if Shaker gets a Blink Dagger, but I think versus Clockwork and Silencer, it's very hard for him to get a
kill.
fight off.
That's actually a kill. Oh, wait.
Flare?
He doesn't have,
No, hook shot.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
he missed it.
To be honest, I thought Rise was going to begin with Global Silence to get that kill. Because they didn't have any other way to close the distance and interrupt him.
Yeah, with the Darkseer Surge, that may have been possible.
Chronosphere, mid lane, you got a little bit of help. There for the Jakiro, Ice Pass, plus the
Slam.
dual breath. Echo Slam does come out, but they back him in, and there's your Global Silence committal. They need this kill. Time dilation causing no problems for the Earthshaker. Turns around with the help of the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave eclipse Neuer as well. But here comes Exotic Deer getting involved in the fights. Rise will let an Arcane Curse go, but is more of a nibble than anything else. And the only trade-off, 747 beating into the top tower.
That global was suspiciously late. As soon as the chrono ended, they should have globaled because it's obvious that an Echo Slam is coming.
The Void tried to dodge it, though, so I don't think he was sure whether or not the Shaker was gonna ulti. I think they needed the Ion Shell earlier, actually, because he got Ice Path immediately. That was fantastic positioning by Jakiro.
Balanced hero, man. Works well with Faceless Void. Oh, wait. Other way around.
For show.
What has Troll been up to?
Farming. Farming. And
Do
farming.
you need to ask?
I guess not. At least he's Lacoste's boy. He's got this clarity. He's lost some int. He's like, that's going to be a problem moving forward.
That's like 65% of his mana pool.
Yeah.
And Neuer's looking for something, but there's good vision coming out from Singularity. They see all this movement from Danish Bears. Danish Bears have their own good wards up as well.
What? They smoked?
They did.
Oh, they thought they were doing Roche. That makes more sense.
But when the Observe ward goes down, yeah. But who do they catch out? Night Stalker's nearby. Exotic Deer's gone all the way north.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I'm surprised that Troll hasn't made moves for Roche yet. I guess he has, like, basically no map control, though.
If they find him, they can easily take it out, though, with Shadow Fiend.
Yeah,
I think the threat of Void at the pit is going to be way too strong for them. I think that if they get discovered, they just instantly lose Roche. So it's not a terribly great play for him right now.
And it's too easy to be discovered. Like, you can just send Rocket Flare whenever you want to.
But then at what point does Troll feel like, okay, I can legitimately fight? Because you're going to have to deal with Global. You're going to have to deal with Chrono, you're going to have to deal with Hookshot.
Well, hopefully in like 10 seconds when Shaker reveals his blink and destroys them. That's what they want. Blink into Echo, kill a few heroes, do Roche. That's what they need right now. But 747's all on his own.
This position looks too good, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
like,
it is.
like, what are you going to do with the Echo Slam? You want to initiate in. You got Faceless Void and Clockwork sitting on the back lines. One to hookshot and split the wave up, or the team up, and
Troll
the other
should be
one to
pushing.
completely chrono.
Troll is like jungling right now. Your creep wave is at the tier 2. I mean, he doesn't know, granted, where the Dire team is right now, but it's pretty obvious that you're not going to let your Shadow Fiend push tier 2 by himself.
Hookshot. Jakiro is just coming out for the macro player. They global silence for this as well. Worried about maybe a rebuttal. TP's going up towards the top lane. It's going to be Ace. He can time walk himself forward. Able to connect on the Chronosphere. Support is coming in. They need more time locks. Head to Joe and Rise. They'll get the silence off. Exotic D will go down. +2.
Yeah, he had
Actually, no, he didn't. He wasn't close enough.
He had activated Mask of Madness right before that on Troll, so it had a lot less armor, and Void just shredded him.
Who killed him with Mask of Madness.
And Ion Shell.
And Ion Shell.
What is that range on the seal for Intel? Like he
900, I
arrived
think?
and he wasn't close enough. He's only got 18 still.
925.
925.
What a weird number.
I wonder why they added the 25.
Oh, maybe it's because that's like the collision size of heroes or something? I don't know.
Well, originally it was all connected to the glaives, right?
Yeah, it was. And then it became like a inherent ability.
Don't question the most intelligent hero in this game.
Well, his attack range is like lower.
They have a very smart team. They've got Darkseer, the pointy-headed man himself.
Your round head offends me.
Exactly. And Silencer, his head's getting pointier and pointier with each kill.
Issues for Rise.
All right,
Lot of issues for Rise.
Got a little bit rounder.
30 seconds on the sideline. They have no chrono and they have no global silence, so it does not seem like a good time to fight.
Oh, and Clock just used his flare on the mid lane, so he's not going to have any idea how Bush is going.
Yeah, the Observer didn't see him go in. His secondary flare, though, we'll be able to see the accurate status of Roshan. Nice Observer down from Jakiro. But I'm also watching a Shadow Blade Faceless Void with no Chronosphere. Hawkshot. Noya comes in. They back him into the wall. Echo Slam keeping SF out of the fight for the moment. But the issue is the Clockwork, maybe with a Sonic Wave damage and Requiem. It'll all blow up. One hero down for either side. Heads to Joe. Very, very low. Exotic D will join him in the afterlife. But Nisha, time dilation has caused so many problems for Singularity. They just can't get properly out. The Queen of Pain's been able to do so. A time walk up from Ace. He's got Shadow Blade and he'll got the Chrono just back off cooldown, combining it up with the Iron Shell. You lost Jakiro as well. And in they go to the pit to finish Roshan. And he just got an Aghanim Scepter for the Shadow Fiend.
A Silencer pick was not enough to go for that Roche confidently. Yeah, Chrono was down, Global was down, but the Dire heroes are so far ahead right now that even if they don't have that clean initiation / counter initiation, it's still not enough. And man, yeah, this Aghanim Scepter is really getting me hyped for this Shadow Fiend.
They couldn't let them go inside the pit. They let the Clockwork hookshot in, and then even after that, like I think you can salvage it with a fissure. If you fissure off the entire team, then I think you can take the fight because you can just kill the Clockwork. But he actually went for the Echo play on the Shadow Fiend.
Have to hookshot if they want this and go into the tower. Not going to happen.
This is not good. Troll without Aegis is super weak, especially
Troll
with
without items is super weak.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to get back to the items he had last time on Troll. Blinker BKB after the SMY Mask of Madness. Seems like a very tall ask. The Iron Shelling up. Yeah, Iron Shelling up the Clockwork. His invis are going to wear off in a second if he just lets the creep wave go down. Potentially able to go for the hook shot into the Queen of Pain.
Global is up.
There it is. Nice Stalker's right behind him. So there goes your rocket. But they don't have vision anymore. So clean up the creep wave, give space for SF to continue to pressure in the bottom lane.
Jakiro even placed that ward on the Shrine high ground area before that fight started. And even then, he saw the Void, Shadow Blade, And they didn't even leave the pit. They were like, okay, well, I mean, they know that we're in the pit, but we can probably take a fight.
Oh, and there's no chrono and there's no global. You gotta feel good for it.
That's true. I don't blame them for going for it, but...
Hawk shot, nice. They catch out the Jakiro. Battery assault, however, the push pushes them away too far. SF, Neuer will get the last hit with the Clockwork Rocket. Queen of Pain caught out by a fantastic chrono. She does have buyback. We'll have to use it with the global silence. More issues. You lost your Earthshaker. He does not have buyback. And this will be a rampaging group of Danish bears attacking into the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane. With no Blink Echo Slam.
This is like the exact same game as last game.
Yeah, right? The one position doesn't show up. They think that they can get fights later on with some initiation, this time from the Earthshaker, last time from the Magnus. It doesn't really work out because they're already too far behind, and it just snowballs.
And they've been shutting down Nisha so hard. With the 3-man, 4-man mid, 5-man sometimes. Tianhua!
What does that mean?
Sunstrike.
I think you told me that one last time.
It's hard to remember.
Should be the quick one should always be Sunstrike.
And unlike last game, I find it harder to come up with a recovery plan for Singularity.
Oh yeah, because their team fight's awful.
Exactly.
Yep.
And they don't have anything that can boost their one position. Like last game they had Empower on the Magnus being able to accelerate Lifestealer's farm, but this game Troll is all by himself. And not only is he all by himself, but he doesn't have anyone that he can boost with Battle Trance either.
Everyone's on their island.
Yeah, Sanji seems really off.
If you were on an island by yourself, what one item would you bring? In Dota.
In Dota?
TP scroll.
Dota.
TP scroll.
But you would only be able to TP back to the island. That's your home.
Oh, that's my home?
That's your home.
Huh.
Necrobooks, you could talk to him. Company.
Bloodstone so I could kill myself.
You would still respawn in the same area.
Oh god, you're right.
Like, if that's going to be a fountain.
A branch, so I could plant a happy tree.
That'll only last for a short period of time. When would you plant your happy tree?
I just want a happy little palm tree on my island.
But it's only going to last for like 5 seconds.
Good enough. That memory will be cherished.
For a lifetime.
The memory will be cherished for eternity.
Would you not just bring another hero?
You can't. It was
an
one
item.
item, Toby.
One item?
Yes. One item, Toby.
Pocket Ricky.
What else would I actually have in items?
Oh, Slam? Global?
Oops, let's get rid of that. Oh! Chrono is beautiful, and the Requiem, the double Requiem! Oh boy! I would take hope to the island because right now Singularity have none. GG.
Boom shakalaka!
Oh, agreed. Woo! Ooh!
At least that was a cool ending.
Yeah. It was.
Horrendous camera work, but fantastic ending.
Danish Bears absolutely deserved that victory. It was outdrafted, outlaned, outplayed, and they maintained the lead for 2 games straight. I didn't watch game 1, but this looked like a completely different team, I imagine.
Yeah, that actually felt more like the way Singularity actually played game 1. Like, really well executed, really well drafted. Everything was fantastic team fight control, really good rotations early on. That's everything Singularity was doing against Danish Bears in game 1. And over the course of the series, we've kind of like swung the balance the other way. What's good? Danish Bears, winners bracket final. They can play for the slot at TI. They don't actually play as and they go to the potential grand final if they win the winners bracket final.
And now who does Singularity
Because there's only
face?
one slot from Europe.
Oh, yep.
From this.
Who's
So
Singularity going to face now?
We do
We
not
don't
know. There is the other battle to go on, which is
Mouse.
Do we have a bracket?
Mouse
Rob?
versus Planet Dog.
Mouse
yeah.
versus Planet Dog?
That's the one.
Okay. That's what we need. And that'll be coming up next on the European stream, which I believe is going to remain here on number 1. In fact, as you see it now appearing on your screen, it will be Planet Dog going up against Mouse Sports. Plenty of Dota out. BTS 5 is doing the CIS qualifier. That's where I'm going to end up my day. Because I'm going to go and join Fogged.
Self-promotion. This guy's hideous.
The winners bracket
Get outta here.
final for the CS scene,
Obnoxious.
which
Watch
would be
my stream.
absolutely fantastic Dota. Beyond the Summit 4. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the
Oh,
game
there
right
you go.
there.
You can watch it. And I believe LD is casting there with Draskell at the moment, so you can go check them out. OD is actually going to replace me on this stream to join Merlini to cast up the next game.
Don't try and salvage yourself promotion right
beyond
now.
the
It's too late, Toby.
Beyond the Summit 4 had the North American qualifier still going.
Still.
Oh, the SCA stuff. Oh, the qualifiers are still going. I don't know if we're still covering them because it's now like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
They stopped for the evening? Okay, because I heard Complexity lost and then forced another three-way tiebreaker to be played.
Classic.
So, tomorrow may be a really long day. Yeah, there's 3 best of 3s they have to play tomorrow, plus the 3 best of 1s.
This is what North America wanted. They wanted a really competitive scene, and by golly, they're going to get it.
They actually really do. If only Complexity failed, we wouldn't have had this problem. Oh, wait, no, they did fail. That's the reason why we had this problem with the extra best of 1s. All right, anyway, we'll have a break. Planet Dog vs. Mousesports coming up, because check out Beyond the Summit 2 for the fun stream. I'm sure you'll see us going over there and playing ping pong later on. All right, see you soon. What was LD doing?